Vitaly's case is finally coming to a close with his deportation. Of course, this is a legal mindset where we teach you to be your own judge. I'm Andrew Esquire, American attorney, and this is a fast facts video, the quick and dirty version of the latest in legal news. So this is one that I had to, coming off of my flight, jet lagged, not even having the right camera set up here, I had to get out to you guys because it's so important as it finally is coming to a close in the case of Vitaly in the Philippines. This is something that many people have been asking for, and we're going to give you a little bit of an overview here, of course, on my very short but to the point PowerPoint that gets into this on the deportation of Vitaly. So Vitaly, as you may know, started out as a guy who went over to the Philippines to do some filming, to do some nuisance streaming, and he ended up finding out, as he indeed was arrested by Philippine authorities and brought on several different charges. And you can see here, this is the look he had in the beginning when he was very defiant. He was speaking back. He was kind of talking over the administrators. That's Ramula right over here on the right. Who was also here holding up the hand as well in the left. And you can see he is a changed man. The look on Vitaly after 9 months in detention certainly is completely different. He looks like a changed man from the appearance. But what were the charges? As a reminder, there were 3 counts of unjust vexation. So this is a misdemeanor involving annoyance or harassment without cause. So going and bothering somebody without any justifiable reason, any reasonable justification for that, that is punishable by up to, if you get all the aggravating factors, 18 months total. Now, typically the amount would be less. So where we have here where he served 9 months in detention, that is beyond the standard punishment for unjust vexation. Now, we can make the argument that had they taken this all the way, had they pursued this, he could have gotten 18 months total. It's possible, theoretically. However, that is the absolute maximum. And once again, many jurisdictions tend not to impose the absolute maximum, particularly if you're a first-time offender. There also was theft for stealing items during the live streams, but this charge was later dismissed by the prosecutor's office due to insufficient evidence. Also, there was potential public harassment, which is a charge which can be separate, but apparently that was mostly encompassed within the vexation charges, so they decided not to bring that as a separate charge. So what do we have? Well, we have Vitaly, who was arrested on April 2nd, 2025, spent almost 9 months at detention facilities such as the Bureau of Immigration, Bicutan Detention Center. So he's been behind bars. He's been locked up for 9 months in a Philippine prison. Now, of course, this was awaiting all of this process. Once again, as we say in the trial of Vitaly and with Ramsey Khalid Ismail, the process itself is the punishment. The waiting is often the punishment. Now, he was classified as an undesirable alien. This is something that was distinguished very, very early, which means they did not want to keep him around after he served his time. So as soon as that time was done, as soon as they adjudicated everything, he was to be deported immediately. The United States refused to take him. Therefore, he's got to go back to his mother country, Mother Russia. Now, there's been a lot of speculation on whether or not Vitaly will have to go to the front lines in Ukraine. Well, hold on now. The age limit for conscription is typically 30. Vitaly's 33. So he's over the age limit. He's too old. He's too busted for conscription. Now, that doesn't apply to reservists. However, reservists typically have to have some sort of prior military experience or some skills. He does not appear to have the skills or the military experience to classify as reservist. Now, previously, if he had dodged the registration or draft notices or any other sort of legal procedure to get out of serving what he should have served in Russia, he could be fined. That is very, very possible. So there's possible of fines being levied on him, etc., when he goes back to Russia. So we're going to follow this as he hits Russia and see what happens to him when he goes there, what may happen, what penalties or other punishments may be levied on him in Russia. But this is what we have as of now. He is officially deported after 9 months. What do I think on that? What do I think on this? I think this is a fairly just outcome, given the fact he spent half of the time of what predictably would have been the maximum sentence of 18 months. So 18 months was what we're looking at the absolute maximum. He served 9. That seems to be fair, and the Philippines is happy with it. And once again, when we think about these cases, whether it's this case or any other cases for nuisance streamers, whether in Japan, Korea, or anywhere else, we look at the people of the country. if those people feel like justice has been served, then we have to give them the benefit of the doubt and say, yeah, it looks like this was sufficient for the Philippines and sufficient for him to, to have given back for what was taken in terms of the violations and the crimes he committed. So what do you guys think in the comments below? I wanted to let you guys have that opportunity to disagree with me, to maybe give your opinion. Should he have been there longer? Should they have gone for all 18 months? What do you think in the comments below? I will catch you on the next one.